What it do, everybody? It's your boy, Johnny B. We on JonnyBeeTV. Real quick, man, I want y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more great content. Appreciate y'all. JonnyBeeTV. Let's get it. What it do, y'all? Hey, you know we back with another exclusive, man. We on JonnyBeeTV. We got my boy in the building, man. Upcoming artist, Babie D in the building, man. What's good with you, bro?
Coolin'.
Man, appreciate you coming in, stopping in on the channel, man. Before we get into your music, though, we in the summertime. What's your hobbies outside the music? What you like tapping in with?
I like playing with my little siblings around the hood, playing football, you know, showing love to them. We ain't really had no parents growing up, so, you know, like, we had to just do what we got to do.
Okay.
Show love for the kids.
I feel that. What's your plans for the summer? We about to go into July tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff to do in the summertime. What, you got anything planned?
I'm just gonna focus on my music. I think I'm gonna stick to the music.
Yeah.
Me.
I feel that. Hey, this is the perfect time to really turn up your music.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should be expecting some jams, basically.
No, boy.
I feel that. Okay. Getting into your story a little bit. You from Milwaukee?
Yup.
Okay, young boy from Milwaukee. You only 17 years old, right?
Yep.
17. So
turned 17 too.
Tell me a little bit your young life so far, but tell me a little bit how it was growing up and what part of Milwaukee you from?
From the north.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, it was wild growing up. It was wild. I ain't gonna lie. We used to just be, I ain't gonna lie, man, knocking on doors, knocking garbage cans down, you know. Little kids do. Trapping with no shoes on. All type of shit, bro. Granny used to have us want us to come in around 9 o'clock when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
Never came in. She get on our rides when we do, you know. On me.
Hey, Milwaukee, it stayed turned up like that. Even in my generation, it stayed shit like that, like you spoke of, for real. So if you know, you know, for real. As far as like the schools up in Milwaukee and just like and to your siblings and stuff, how was that?
During school.
And what all schools you went to? You know what I'm saying? Growing up, just for the people outside the city, but you know the people in the city know. What schools did you come from?
I came from Marshall on 4.
Oh, okay.
Lincoln. I ain't gonna lie, I went to like 10 schools out of all the schools I went through though. On 4. I went through too many schools. I can't even keep count that shit.
10 schools. What was going on? You was getting kicked out of schools?
I was getting kicked out. I kept getting kicked out back to back. No boy. Granny was on my eye.
I feel that. Hey, that's a good thing in the city too, man. It is what it is, though. You in school right now, though? You gonna finish up?
Yeah, I'm doing good right now.
That's what matters, man.
Got my head together. I ain't know none of that like I was back then.
Yeah. Hey, you live, you learn, and too, shit. You got a real grind on your head. And you're very talented, so hey, you gotta focus on something, man. I don't knock nobody that bump their head. No bullshit. As far as music, when did you first fall in love with music?
I really started taking it serious like around like 8. I ain't gonna lie, cause I always used to watch my big brothers and them freestyle in the room off random beats. They just used to play beats and freestyle, and I just used to sit back and watch. Take that shit into consideration. I'm like, yeah, they cold. I'm trying to get like that, but I'm trying to take it more serious. Like, but I ain't gonna lie, that really inspired me though, just watching them rap and shit.
Was there any specific artist that like really inspired you, even in the city or outside of the city? Like, what music really inspired you growing up?
Ain't gonna lie, the only rapper I really fuck with that inspired me is YB. Young boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I fuck with the Yard.
Hey, he the king of your generation. I give y'all that. I hear, as far as people your age, I hear that a lot, man. YB, he is real talented too.
Mama, hell yeah.
For sure, man. Shout out YB. As far as like, I noticed in your music, especially with your beat selection, like the other genres that you tapped in with.
Yeah, I be trying to get on a different flow.
So was that when did you start tapping in with other genres? Like as far as different music, did you always have that?
No.
Where did that come from?
I ain't gonna lie, cause I used to do the little low end flows, but once I saw too many people doing it, I'm like, no, it's time to switch it up. I gotta switch it up, cause then once these songs start blowing with the niggas that's doing it, it's gonna start dying down. Nobody ain't gonna start keep fucking with that, cause it's gonna get played out. So I'm like, hold on, I gotta switch it up. You feel me?
And I noticed that in your music too, just as far as like, do you make it an effort not to sound like a Milwaukee rapper. And no knock to Milwaukee rappers, but we do have a sound, and it's good or not. You know what I'm saying? But do you sort of try to stray away from that? Because I do hear in your music that you do try to switch it up.
Yeah, I definitely do be trying to stray away from that. I definitely do. It be hard though, cause I still be having that Milwaukee flow. I just be trying to switch it. It be, I don't know, it be fucking with me sometimes.
I feel that.
I ain't gonna lie.
But you even tap into with like, man, you go really out the box, like with the Just Dance record that you got out. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, like that's a record I probably heard in the mall. It's real famous or in movies and stuff like that. But like, that give you that mind too, the creativity. Where'd that come from to tap in with that?
I came from them instruments. I be hearing them beats and I feel like the beats talk to me sometimes too. The beat tell me what to say. I just hear the beat and be like, oh, okay. I say no more. I
feel that.
Me.
And too, just as far as the instruments, like you said, even when you was younger, you was tapped in, like you played different kind of instruments and stuff. What all you was tapped into when you was young, like that developed the creativity you got right now?
It really started with the guitars. I used to just play that because I ain't really have nothing to do around the house. My granny bought me a guitar. She bought me the little thing that you do that with. I just used to play it. I ain't know how to play it or nothing. As I kept playing it, I got cold, bro, and I just kept playing it. And I got in school, they put me in a little band and shit. Then they put me on the drums. That's when I started liking the drums and shit.
Yeah.
Me.
Hey, that's hard too. I ain't gonna lie. As far as that's one thing old school music got, as far as natural instruments in their music. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of bass music and just stuff made off computers and stuff like that. They got real true instruments in that music. Like and like you brought up the guitar. That's my favorite instrument. I say. I wish a lot of young black men got into that. Especially when you can hear it in instrumentals. I know G Herbo got a track. It's called High Speed. Just the guitar sample up in that is super hard to me. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff. So I fuck with that, man, for real. Just as far another thing I can tell in your music, like would you call it like pain music you make?
Yeah.
And it's funny that you're only 17 because it seemed like you done been through like relationship problems already. Is that something that you go through?
Yeah, I go through that on the basis. Man, relationships be, I ain't gonna lie, that's another thing that play a part in that music. Cause I feel like when niggas be going through it, they gotta make something. Like niggas gotta drop. I got to. Like, you feel me? I feel like that play a part in a lot of music too. On me. As
far as being young and like dealing with relationships, especially in Milwaukee, how is that right now? Because just in my era, we had Facebook and Black Planet and stuff like that, but it's a different time for real now, especially for y'all being so young. So how is it being in relationships as far as your age group?
Man, it's hard. It's hard because these girls out here ain't shit nowadays. They ain't shit. I ain't gonna lie. You just gotta keep your head up and pray, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Just pray. You make it through what you going through. 'Cause, man, it's gonna get harder and harder as these days go by. But if you pray, it'll relieve a lot of stress.
Hey man, and I wanted that question just because, as far as my generation, we got kids as far as in your generation. So we gotta do better to raise our sons and daughters, you know what I'm saying, to make them not shit, like you say.
Yeah, for real.
That's a fact, man. As far as like your vocal skills, where did that come from? Yeah, did that come from the same backgrounds, like, with you being in instruments and stuff like that?
Yeah. And I should be coming from the heart. No bullshit.
Yeah.
I be having to get that out, bro.
Your music, do you feel like, and you can hear it too, but is it real like therapeutic for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel that.
I be venting to my songs. When I ain't got nobody to talk to, I make a song. When my girl make me mad, I make a song. Anything that trigger me or get me mad to where the point I can't calm down, I make a song. That's the only thing that calm me down for real. Or really like music. I love music. Yeah. I love music, bro.
The best music made, would you agree, is like life inspired music? Yeah. At the end of the day, even if it's good or bad, I feel like that's one thing as far as like King Von. Yeah. That's what people loved about him. Just as far as it was so real, it made it inspire people the wrong way. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You could just tell how real it was, and that's why he had talent, but it's another aspect to it. You know what I'm saying? That make his music even better. So I feel that when you know what I'm saying, is when you had that real therapeutic moments on the track and stuff like that, you really see that in the artist, and I see that in you for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I for sure wanted to ask
Appreciate that.
As far as any R&B singers, was it any R? Because you know what I'm saying, you got a real voice to you. So was it any R&B singers that you looked up to?
Chris Brown.
Okay, yeah, shout out CB, man.
Chris Brown. Chris Brown, nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I used to try to dance like dude, all type of shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit crazy.
That's legit. And R&B, it sort of fell off in y'all genre a little bit. Yeah. But like you said, man, CB, he sort of was in that last group for real. But me growing up, man, it was heavy in my culture for real. But I see that you tapped into that, so I most definitely want to ask you that. As far as your work ethic, where did you develop that from? You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of music out, singles, full projects. Where did you build that work ethic from?
I ain't gonna lie. Really, I just been making so much music over the years and just holding it, cause I couldn't really drop it because I ain't had no YouTube.
Okay.
Until my big brother made it for me one time, and I just got the working band lab. I got that working. I just start dropping shit. Just got to making shit. Just keeping it in my band lab. You feel me? Until I feel like it's time to drop.
Yeah.
Shit.
At what age did that start? As far because you got a collection of music, so like what age do you feel like that started, and did you take off with it right away? Or just as far as like, man, once I start, you just start going crazy making music?
Yeah, I started around like 8, but I ain't really dropped until I was like 10.
Okay.
11.
That's young, though. That's still super young to be dropping. Man. As far as your tapes, what would you say is like your favorite tape that you put out so far?
My favorite tape. What's my favorite tape I put out? I think it's that what is it called? Fuck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got so many tapes.
You got so many tapes.
I be forgetting them. Damn, bro. I think it's that Ballin' in the Crown. Or it's something like that. But it got that I'm Hurting song. That's one of my favorite songs right now. I still be listening to it to this day.
Yeah.
On me.
Do you catch yourself? Is it hard to like listen to other artists like when you in like a writing or making music mind frame? Do you gotta tap in with your own music? Because I hear other artists talk about that. Like it's hard to listen to other artists. No disrespect to other artists, but when you gotta be in your zone and you don't want to sound like nobody.
Sometimes it help you when you listen to other artists though, because you can really switch up your flows, bro. Not saying it like that, bro, but you know the rap game. I feel like people take people flows and switch it and just make it better.
Oh, that's a fact.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like they just make it better. And that's why that's why they be blowing up. Yeah. Sometimes I do. I ain't even gonna say her cap. Sometimes I do listen to other music to like catch shit, like take that word. Alright, I can make it better, like shit like that. But shit, sometimes when you in that mode, shit. Yeah. You ain't gotta listen to no another rapper.
No, and as far, I like that you brought that up because sort of you need other people as far as evolution. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you go back, you can go back to Biggie, to Jay-Z. He took some stuff from Biggie. Yeah. You can go back to like Wayne being a prototype, and then you get your Young Thugs, you get your Lil Uzis. Not saying they all the way him, but like you know what I'm saying. You can get 10% of something, just snatch a little bit and make it your style though. For real. That's what I love about music. So and too, ain't nothing new under the sun. Nope. So ain't really, you know what I'm saying. It's really appreciating. Yeah. For real. Some people it do be carbon copy, but like true artists, you gotta listen to other artists to get some inspiration.
Oh, for real.
Facts, man. I like that. As far as like social media right now. It's huge right now. That's how artists really make their music, streams, all that. What do you feel right now is the most important social media outlet for artists?
YouTube.
YouTube, I feel that.
They better get YouTube working, man. That's where the money coming in. I ain't gonna lie, money coming in on IG too, but you feel me? YouTube where it's at.
How do you feel about like the TikTok lane? Do you?
Oh yeah, I fuck with TikTok.
Yeah,
I fuck with TikTok. I just be bored watching TikTok though.
Yeah, I feel you.
I get bored, I watch that. Yeah.
Do you feel like, as far as being an independent artist and you young, so like what's the toughest obstacles of being an artist right now that you go through?
people just talk in your ear, trying to throw you off. Just cause you got something going on, you got little views, motherfuckers take advantage of that and just try to be in your way. For real. That's why people just try to hop in my way. I be having to push them to the side, like, you feel me? I ain't got time for this. I got a baby. I got shit going on. You feel me?
And hey, you're gonna have to weave a lot of that out even more, you know what I'm saying, the bigger you get. So it is what it is. I feel you on that. That is gonna be tough, especially too, just as far as like people agendas sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that. As far as, and we spoke on like with you having so much music and so many tapes and stuff, so much work that you put in, how do you figure out what single you want to drop for like videos and stuff like that? How do you even choose?
I just be going. I just get the scroll, just listening to them. Like, do I like this song? I just get picking through them. I'm choosy. I be taking a minute to pick a song. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel that.
I be taking a minute.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah,
I feel that. As far as like the videos you got so far, you know what I'm saying? One that you dropped was Real Stuff.
Real Stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a little breakdown on how you put that all together. Real Stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, I just heard the beat. That beat caught me. I'm like, hold on, I'm finna rip him up. I had to. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, I wrote a little bit on that song too.
Yeah,
that beat was nice.
And what is your process? Do you write or do you just go in the booth and punch in?
Some songs I write like the first bar, and then I just freestyle the rest sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
I just be needing something to catch. Once I catch it, I just go all in after that.
Yeah, like a starter type shit. Yeah, get warmed up. I feel that. I like that. Another video that you dropped Strike.
Yeah.
With Lil V. You know what I'm saying? First, how that come together? What's your relationship? And just with you being able to switch it up, getting like your rap mode, using more of your rap bag on this. So like, when do you choose to switch it up? I know it's a two-part question, but when do you choose to switch it up as far as like when you want to rap or when you want to go more singing melodic?
Yeah, it just be like I be more like turned when I'm with the guys. Like, and when I'm with the guys, I just be in that mode. When I'm by myself, I don't really be feeling it like that. I be feeling like shit. I ain't in that turn mode right now. I'm by myself, so shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, me and Lil V, we locked in. That's my boy. Bro, girl.
Should we be expecting more music coming from y'all?
Yeah, we got more fire on the way.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah, man, we gonna tap into that, and you all tap into that Strike too. That Strike go hard.
That shit go crazy.
Yeah, you go crazy on that. And too, so another tape you got too with working with other people. You got The Last One Left.
Yeah.
You dropped that with Northside Kai.
Yeah.
Alright, shout out Northside Kai. What's your relationship? And what made where the chemistry come from to make a whole tape?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I knew bro since kindergarten and shit, back in elementary school. So me and bro been tied in for a minute. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I just came off his flow. Every time I heard what he dropped, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna get out now. I fuck with that. Yeah. And you showing me that you cold, you got something going on. I'm finna help you with this shit.
So y'all been like rapping like basically around the same time the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, real artists, man. Y'all started young too. That's what's up, man.
Real young.
For sure. As far as like the Milwaukee scene and music and stuff like that, what's your view on it? How you feel about the Milwaukee scene?
I feel like they don't be really having it like that for real. They got it. I don't be really hearing people sing like that though. Not really. I just be hearing niggas trying to rap. Niggas be having that same flow.
Yeah.
They just have that same flow. I be trying to hear more singers though. That's why I want to hear more Milwaukee singers. We ain't really got no singers like that.
And that's something that caught my eye about you for real. Like, especially going through your work, like you really use your voice for real. You really stay in that lane for real. You know what I'm saying? And I like when you switch it up, but you a true artist in that lane. Yeah. So I do mess with that for sure.
Cool.
And I know that get difficult because especially in the city, you know, we love that style. So people might want to hear that style up in parties and stuff. Everybody might tell you, oh, that's hidden. Yeah. But like, I know you know the bigger picture as far as like what the world want to hear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go down to Houston, they got a sound. You can go down to Baltimore, they got a sound that they, you know what I'm saying, that they love. Sort of just like Milwaukee, Chicago, stuff like that. So yeah, it's popping, but you still gotta relate to the whole world if you really want to get out there for real.
Me, cause I was just in Mississippi and my cousin them got some crazy flows. They flows different down there for real.
Stuff you never heard before.
Stuff I never heard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, hold on. It's fire though. It's fire. On me.
And then you go down there, I'm telling you, like literally a local Mississippi artist down there, they have a little crowd. The whole crowd know every word of their songs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never heard the song in your life. Ain't never heard this nigga ever in your life. And it's going up. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to have your city too.
Yeah.
For real. Thanks, man. What should we be expecting coming up next in music?
There should be some jazz. I ain't gonna lie. I want to try every genre. I want to try like jazz, all type of shit.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying every beat. I might come out some Lil Uzi shit next.
That'd be hard. Bullshit.
No, but
are you still in the instrument lane? Like you ever think about tapping back in with the drums or with the guitar?
I ain't been in the instrument lane in a minute. I ain't gonna lie. I want to tap back in with it though. I really do. I ain't played no instruments in a long time.
Was making beats ever like a passion for you? You know what I'm saying? Do you got that ear or you more just on the...
I tried it out. It was hard though.
It do seem hard.
It took, bro, I ain't gonna lie. My beat was ass too. I'm like, fuck this. It's not what I'm supposed to do now. I'm gonna stick to my rap.
I feel that. It do be looking hard. I even be seeing like one of my guys that produced, just him putting it all together on the computer. Like, man, it's a whole puzzle. I couldn't even imagine doing all that. It is a lot for real. You gotta sit down and focus on that. Yeah. And you gotta have that ear for it. It's a whole different kind of ear.
Yeah.
Thanks. As far as fatherhood for you, you know what I'm saying? Young 17, but you know what I'm saying? You a father right now. So just how fatherhood for you, how did that change your life?
That changed my whole head mentally. Like I couldn't move the same. I ain't gonna lie. I knew my childhood was over with. That was over with. So I just had to change for the better. Shit. Make sure right for my daughter. Make sure she don't fuck with none of these niggas out here. You know how they is. You feel me? This shit. Stay low out here.
Yeah. I feel like it is a blessing too. Sometimes, because I have my daughter young as well, but like when you go through stuff like that, you do gotta grow up faster.
Yeah.
And just, you know, even stuff that was fun then, you might, even though it might still be fun, you might gonna have to hang it up just in case of your family for real, you know what I'm saying? But shoot, hey, that's gonna keep your grind with the music. Yeah. So I love that, you know what I'm saying? You a father, even though you young, keep on doing your thing. That ain't stopping nothing. You know what I'm saying? Keep your focus on everything you doing. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing on that. Before we get up out of here, you got any shout outs that you want to give?
Hey, shout out to all my brothers. They know who they is on folk. And shit, shout out to my baby. I love her.
Thanks, man. Hey, that's what it's about, man. Family, for sure. Hey, we got to tap back in with you, man. Like I said, I love what you're doing. You most definitely, like I told you off camera, man, you open to the channel for sure, forever. We got a lot coming soon on the channel, so most definitely got to tap in again, man.
Fire on the way.
Thanks, man. Hey, y'all tap in, man. Great artist, great young artist, man. Baby D, man. Y'all tap in. Oh, before we go too, where can they find you at? You know what I'm saying? So they can tap in with you, YouTube. What platforms they can find you at?
Oh yeah, find me. Y'all can find me on Instagram at YSLD_. And at YouTube, same thing. Bro.
Bet, man. Let's get it, man. Hey, Baby D in the building. This is JonnyBeeTV, y'all.
Bro.
Love.